Hello, and welcome to our podcast about the works of John Carpenter. Tonight we'll be discussing 1994's In the Mouth of Madness, starring Sam Neill and Jürgen Prochnow.
I have questions.
Wait,
what?
Is it
I have
Tuesday?
questions.
Tuesday, actually, yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Legacy of Fools, an actual play Dungeons & Dragons stream where one adventurer's choices can affect the lives of adventurers to come.
Wait, why did I watch that movie?
Broadcasting to you live from a room floating somewhere in the ethereal plane. I, as always, am your DM, Tim, and our players.
Hi, I, as always, am Jamie, playing Jaden Fallacious Crossgarden.
Hi.
Oh no! Man, it's always you!
The floor is covered in chickpea poops.
Puffs, the chickpea puffs.
That says,
Hi.
It says poops.
I am Amanda,
Bye-bye.
who plays Ollie and can't be trusted next to anything, apparently. I was trying so hard.
Why is Jimmy vacuuming them off the floor with his mouth?
But he's popping each one into his mouth like that Linder Truffle.
Oh, Jamie, that's my toad. Good old Jamie the Roomba.
That's my next character.
Oh no.
Anyway, continuing on.
Yeah.
Human Roomba or Hoomba, if you want. I won't.
Boomba!
Hoppa!
I am Eric, and I'm playing a new character that will be making an intro tonight.
It's me, Amy.
I'm
I
sorry.
like
Again, I'll be winners. I'm
It's
playing
okay,
Roz.
it's okay.
I'm Genevieve, and also question mark is my character. Okay, everybody close your ears for just a second while I do a little...
Probably not me. I'm here.
Yeah, the audience.
I'm.
Okay, beautiful. Love it. Hey!
Jamie, where are you?
I'm looking for something to put all these damn
That's fair.
cheesy
Do you want?
poops in.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a
I'm
bag.
sorry.
We have a poop emergency over here.
I.
Jamie, tidies. Anybody have stuff they want to talk about before we get started? Things to promote? Messages of import?
Are there things to promote?
I got nothing.
So, as a stream, we wanted to make a bit of a statement because for those of you who are not LA-based, it may not be as obvious to you, but both the Writers Guild of America and SAG-AFTRA, the Actors Union, have both gone on strike against the AMPTP, the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, in fights for fair contracts, better residuals, rights to their image, people retaining their rights to their likenesses and images for their lives and stuff. We are fully in support of those.
The CEOs.
Because
Keep up the
Yeah.
good work, boy.
You heard it here first. Legacy of Fools supports the producers and CEOs.
No.
And I'm going to go on record and say that every one of us.
Jamie is getting killed now. Anyway, so as a stream, we are not in association with the AMPTP, so this is not scabbing in any way.
We're not a struck production.
We are not a struck production.
We don't make any profit from this. We haven't a
We
producer.
only have our lovely Patreon supporters.
We asked if this could be a union project, and they just laughed.
So because this is an independently produced thing, it is not part of the strike or not crossing lines, and we just wanted to say we support actors and writers.
Fully support.
And their fight, and we appreciate you all doing all of your good work. Yeah.
I will point out, I do think part of why the union people laughed is we did approach the pipe fitters union.
Why did you just tell us that now?
I was waiting for the right moment.
Yeah, well done.
And now was the right moment. So yeah, that's our announcement.
Okay, so all of that said, time to jump in. So, when last we played, our party continued their heist in the basement of the home of Lorna Take two.
Was that a raisin that you choked on, or?
Nope, just myself.
I've been there, man. I've been there. Lots of yoga.
I need to leave.
Okay. Tim, please continue before anyone else says something.
I need to leave now.
the home of Lorna Oakridge to steal the a magic lantern that helps find valuable ore, which Halia Thornton had hired the party to find. Things went bad from bad to worse as the party made their way through insane puzzles and traps Lorna had built in there and fought weird constructs she had left to deal with intruders. And ultimately, Bronwyn and Hrothgar were both killed.
Yay.
Ollie managed to get out of a fairly sticky trap, and Roz and Jaden tried to escape to meet up with the rest of the party, figured out something was very wrong, and snuck their way back inside through the back, just in time to find Ollie exiting the vault with the lamp. They took the bodies of their deceased comrades and made their way out, spotting Lorna Oakridge dashing with the aid of magic at very high speed off into the night, clearly looking for them, but in the wrong direction. And they made their way off to head back toward Phandelver. So we jump in tonight. The three of you have been making your way through sort of the grasslands in this part of the world, the Tribor Gap, for probably an hour or two since you fully made your way away from Lorna's house.
And weeping the whole time.
I was going to say probably walking along in a fairly shell-shocked silence. It is night, it is dark, it is a moonlit night, so there is some light to see by. But it is getting late, and you have miles to go yet.
And we are still hauling the bodies.
Dead
of our
bodies.
friends. Yes.
So, and by miles you mean we are not getting back to town before the night.
Now, it's a good, I think, 10 miles between Phandelver and her house.
Because we had like an encounter with orcs on the way there.
Yeah.
There was like a big
Right.
orc.
We should rest for the night.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take the first watch.
You guys sort of find a sheltered spot in a copse of trees to set up camp, make a campfire, and you sort of, you get set up for the night. Going into watch.
I'm taking first.
You're taking first. What about the other two of you?
I'll take second.
And I'll take third.
Great.
And so I suppose.
And hope that no one surprises early morning.
Well, should we watch for a little longer, each of us?
Sure. Yeah,
That's
we can. Yeah. So taking slightly longer watches, we'll sleep a little later in the day to get a full rest.
Okay. So, sort of like each taking 3 hours and doing a
Yeah.
Basically,
cool
yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Ollie, you set yourself up by the fire as the other two drift off to sleep. You sort of look out over the moonlit fields around you, quiet for the moment, with just the two ever visible reminders of what happened at the edge of the campfire light, sort of covered with blankets. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
13.
You keep a lookout. Things seem relatively quiet. You spot the odd, night bird here and there moving by, but if anything else comes near, you don't spot it, and things are uneventful.
Can I do something during my watch?
Yeah.
Ollie is going to take out his spellbook and the spellbook of Yarno Albrecht, and is going to copy the spell that I totally do.
I'm going to say
Can I not copy a spell?
I'm going to say not during
Okay.
the rest.
Not during a watch? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to sit there, looking into the fire and being sad.
It would basically be doing that instead of keeping a lookout. That requires a lot of
That's
attention.
true. That's fair. Yeah.
Your watch comes to an end. You shake Roz awake and turn in Roz. Take up your position over the now very low campfire. Just sort of keeping yourself warm and keeping yourself going as you sort of spend 3 hours by yourself alone with your thoughts watching out over the fields. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
9.
You get about halfway through your watch, and you don't see anything approach, but you are sort of distracted for understandable reasons, and about midway through you come to this abrupt realization. There is like a tree not far away from you sitting, underbrush sort of tightly around it, and you detect just a little bit of movement from that brush fairly close to you.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger and just watch.
You watch, and after a few seconds, there is a flurry of movement as an owl just out of the brush, just a whoo, and flies away into the night.
I stab the owl.
Do you think this is a joke?
Fuck you, I'm grieving.
Do you think this is a joke?
Wait, was that the Duolingo owl?
Get him.
Oh, get another dagger.
Hola.
Hey, I noticed you haven't done Duolingo yet today. It's almost midnight.
Your watch passes otherwise uneventfully, and you wake Jaden. Jaden, a perception check, please.
Can my ghost come to someone in a dream? Go on.
Jaden's first watch, guys.
If it happens, it ain't gonna be when you request it.
Okay.
19.
Day 19 is a quiet night, and you make it through your watch, confident that nothing comes close to you. You do at one point see torchlights off in the distance, sort of moving laterally, but they don't come. I mean, they've got to be at least where you're positioned, at least half a mile off, probably more, and they do not come towards you, and they very soon disappear. And soon enough, dawn comes, you guys finish your night and all sort of start waking up and having something to eat and preparing for the rest of your travel.
Are we good to go?
Yeah. Where do you think we should...
We can bury them outside of town, I guess. I know there's a temple in town, but I don't know if bringing a body there would be a great idea right now. I don't. If there's someplace peaceful, maybe.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yes, I'm sure the people in town have somewhere they bring their people.
As we walk to town, we're sort of keeping an eye out for if there looks like a sort of peaceful spot under maybe a tree that we could bury their bodies.
Give me a perception check.
8. Oh no, 9. Better.
By 1, Tim.
Thank you. Thanks.
I got you.
8 is we throw him in a dumpster. 9 is
We
we find
found
a
them.
funeral home.
Yeah. We stumbled across a
there
funeral.
are
Yeah.
trees and things along the way. It's a sort of, very green area. No one spot jumps out at you over anything else as
But,
inappropriate or
Inappropriate.
secluded space.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I mean, we can try closer in town if we want. See if maybe the people in the church know. We could try that.
And it's only a couple more hours walk till you sort of crest the hill outside of town and see Phandelver ahead of you.
Would be nice to have a wagon, but we've come this far and we're here now.
Yeah. I think just, quietly walking into town as out of the way as possible.
Yeah.
If we can approach, because I know that there is a church.
There is
temple.
not much of a church, but a shrine.
Yeah,
in the town square. Yes.
Yeah.
It is tended by a holy person, maybe?
Yes.
A priest of Timora by the name of Sister Grail, who I don't think anyone still alive has met.
Hrothgar
Correct.
did gesture to her in a tavern.
Yeah, he
at one point.
pointed her out to you,
Yeah.
but I don't think anyone else has ever.
We've
talked
never
to her.
spoken to her, but we know that she exists.
Who has the lantern?
I do.
Are you carrying it openly?
Yeah. I mean, as we're walking,
It
we
looks
can.
pretty distinct, this lantern.
Do you have a
Yes.
extra cloak or something we can wrap it in?
Let's see. I do have some.
I have rope. We can wrap it in rope.
Looks very beachy now.
Tasteful side table piece.
Yeah. Sorry. We all deal with grief in different ways.
I do have a capelet that might cover it. From my bag of foppish necessities. That's okay. Little capelet.
Right.
Yeah, a little half cape.
Sort of
Yeah.
wrap it
Just
in
keep the lantern
Yeah.
under that. What about the bodies? Are you carrying them into town, or
What time of day is it now? Is it?
Yeah.
it's late morning?
Okay. We could maybe stay edge of town if someone wants to go talk to the holy woman and bring her out to sort of talk to her in a more private place.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably shouldn't drag any bodies
No.
through town.
I can, unless someone else
I
would
know,
like
I'll go
to.
speak with her.
Great.
And how far out do you all want to stay from
Um,
town? Like 30 feet, 60 feet, 100?
It is outside of town. Is there like a copse of trees?
Several, yeah.
Cool. Just
Kind of the nearest.
nearest
bank
one of
Nearest
those
just sort of,
trees,
yeah.
just so we can be hiding.
Yeah, you
behind
find a
those.
shady spot, and the two of you wait. And Jaden, you head sort of down into the town. Warm day, bright sun. Townspeople are out and about, sort of attending to normal business. It's to them an average day, even sort of an upbeat one, because they're still just in the wake of the Red Brands going away. But no one pays you much mind, and you find your way very quickly to the town square and the sort of rough stone building that is the Shrine of Luck, sort of constructed of bits of the old ruins built together, lies before you. Its doors open.
Okay, I will just walk right through the
And
door.
you walk in.
Yeah.
The inside it's small, it's humble, it's very, very basic utilitarian. There's a few simple wooden pews. There's a little altar at the front with a sort of an idol and holy symbol on the front of it, the coins of Timora, and there like a sort of candle holders off to the side, and tending to the candles in those, a slight blonde elven woman, if we throw up roll 20 for a second, Rob made us some Sister Gorel art.
Oh, exciting!
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
Little Anya Taylor-Joy.
I know.
actually.
I
A little
love
bit,
it.
yeah.
I let her slip right through my fingers.
Yeah, you did. Bad.
I mean, Hrothgar did.
Bad on you. Oh.
And that dwarven woman who was in the Red Brands, her too.
She looks up at you
You
coming and
old
goes, welcome.
Hello.
How may the Lady of Luck shine fortune on you today? Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes. I take that to mean you are the priestess here.
I am. Sister Grail, you look familiar.
Yes, I've been in town. I was in town a couple days ago with some friends.
You're one of the ones who fought the Red Brands, yes?
Yes.
Hrothgar's friends.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much for what you've done for our town.
Of
You are
course.
good people. Senna, looking at her, you notice there's just like the last vestiges of like healed over abrasions and bruises on her face.
Okay, don't have time for that. Wow. We were actually looking for hopefully your assistance would be useful to us. We need your help with something.
Anything I can do, I'm happy to. What do you need?
Do you do burial rites?
Oh, yes, I can.
Does Phandelver have a place where it buries its folk?
There's a graveyard just outside of town. Not many in it yet, but sure over time.
My friends are, some of them are nearby with some bodies that need burying.
I am sorry to hear that. I can come with you if you need.
Yes, if you could show us the graveyard, we'd like to have them buried as soon as possible.
Yes. Do you want me to come to where you are and help with this, or just bring you there?
If you could just come with me now and show us, that would be great.
Yes, yes.
We could use
Please,
them.
lead the way.
Yes. You don't have any strong, young, like, wards of the shrine that...
It's just me here. We could go out and find an extra set of hands in town if you need.
No, or a wagon or something.
I can get a wagon.
If you can get a wagon, we should bring a wagon.
I will go get a wagon. There is a visiting cleric in town. I could have help out with this if you need.
Yes. The more
She's at the
people,
inn.
the better. Yes.
Give me a moment. I will go get her and bring her back here.
Yes.
She leaves. She's gone maybe 5 minutes and then comes back in through the doors of the shrine. Another person in tow behind her, and Jen, if you would describe this person.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, so you see an elven cleric. She's petite, she's got long, flowing, silver white hair, perfectly in place. She's got green eyes. She wears a gleaming suit of elven chainmail over a very fancy looking like white tunic with blue embroidery, and a silver white diaphanous cloak flowing behind her. She really is that girl. If you're looking for a vibe check, she has strong, popular in high school kind of a vibes. And she carries, some weapons and a shield. She's sort of been traveling, so she's got sort of her traveling things with her. And on her hand, there is a chain in sort of a significant looking design, sort of some very pretty hand jewelry that kind of comes out of her chainmail in a sort of a symbol, it looks like.
What is that symbol?
It is an upside down triangle with 3 interconnected circles.
Excellent.
Copy
Yes?
from you later. Hi. Yes. We have. As I slowly settle into somber. Yes, we are in need of assistance from holy folk, you and the sister here, and a wagon, hopefully.
Yes, I brought it around. It's just
I'll get it.
outside.
A
Yeah.
wagon? Is this something to do with moving goods around? What's this about?
Somebody is deceased, and I told Jaden I would help bring the unfortunate person in question to the
Your wife.
town graveyard.
Your family?
No, just some, friends. We don't really have to
I
talk
thought-
about them.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
We're not here.
I thought
yeah.
as long as I had
Those
it.
damn sunglasses.
I keep engaging
I
her like you're not
know.
He was hoping
here.
I only.
He was
I get
hoping
more.
for
No.
extra hands to help, and I thought as long as I had another holy person in
Yeah.
town, I might as well get the backup.
Yes, perhaps this is why I am here. I can, as a cleric of life and many things, I can assist you in this, of course.
And Gorel leads both of you outside of the shrine, and just around the side of it, she has parked a wagon.
Yeah.
There is not a horse attached to the wagon at the
Yeah.
moment.
I imagine
It's
it was
just
like a
like a
plow style, like
Yeah,
pick
like
up and
pick
pull.
up the-
Yeah, Jaden will immediately go and pick it up.
and you lead them. You lead these two people, two elves, out of town and up to the sort of little patch of trees where you left everybody else. You guys enter this patch of trees, and sort of in this little grove, sitting there are Roz and Ollie, as well as two.
Actually, if during this
Oh, yes.
time,
Yeah, well, please go ahead. Sorry.
I just it does. I don't know how long this will be, but just Ollie will just at some point just say, "I'm sorry. I thought I had things. I thought we had it under control, and we didn't."
They knew there was a risk, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
I should have asked for help, but when Jaden came down, he got angry and I got angry, and I should have just ignored that and just said, "We need you two down here." It would have been easier with you two down here. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's just how things happened. You didn't know.
Yeah.
And shortly thereafter, the tree line breaks, and out comes Jaden, pulling a wagon, and as well as two slender elven women. One who you've seen around town, one you have not.
One with a
you-
diaphanous cloak.
It is diaphanous.
Look at that
You
cloak.
spot them sitting there, and you see the two prone figures under blankets. Sister Gorel does as well. Just sort of looks and goes, "Oh my."
I brought two clerics, one of luck, one of life. Two
I
things
am
we
a
are
priest. I am
in
not a
much
cleric.
lack of. Oh, priestess and cleric.
But I am a cleric, and I am so sorry for your loss. I know in small towns like this, it's so hard when you have so few people around when you lose somebody. I give my sincerest.
Yeah, let's just get on with it.
Are these who I think they are?
Yeah.
Do you know if either of them... Well, I know Hrothgar. Do you know if the other one subscribed to any particular faith?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
In what manner did the deceased pass?
Adventure gone awry.
I see. So violent.
Yeah.
And you don't know of any gods they might have.
Gesturing to Hrothgar's body, was a follower of True Silver.
So
Do you know of any family we should contact?
for either one of them, and they were both.
I know that
What's True Silver again? Is that a
Dwarven
dwarven
god.
god? Yeah. So this friend was a dwarf.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I see. And do I know like what dwarven rites are usually for like
Give me a religion check.
usual funeral kind of arrangements? Because I would know elven funeral arrangements, which I have done a little look at, but I don't know about. Oh, I got a whole new set of numbers to look at.
Yeah, you do.
character who is.
Religion. Okay, just a 9.
I'm excited about this. I went to one sheet officially.
Yay! Instead of flipping back and forth.
Yeah, no more flipping back and forth.
Amazing.
We're thrilled
Yeah.
for you.
You're not even here.
No more magic, no more books. Screw it.
So now, shout out to Amanda, who I think got your religion right more than you ever did. I was like, yeah, he must have said it correctly at some point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and when you misgendered your god a few times as well, we were
Yeah.
like she, and you're like, yeah, she. I said
Yeah,
that.
that's the ones.
We know this.
The lady one.
What did you get on the religion check?
9.
You don't know them
Mhm.
all that well. That said, in absence of dwarven priests, like, it's not the sort of thing where, in absence of someone to do those rites, doing the ones you know isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, sure.
This is very much a world where all of these different disparate gods are known and considered to be very much real and active alongside each other. So it's
Yeah. Just a common burial is fine for the general. Kind of.
if that is what is at your disposal, yes.
Yeah. And your friend was another dwarf as well, or
No, she's an elf.
okay. Well, that I'm more familiar with. What do you know? What kind of elf? Or,
She was a high elf, right?
Yes.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
okay.
Moon elf.
Moon elf.
Which
I
is
lied.
a kind of high elf. There are a couple of different
Great.
ethnic groups
I
in
knew
the Forgotten
that.
Realms.
Feels rude to ask. So
I'm sorry, I didn't.
What are you?
Should be a moon elf in the basic rules?
What?
Is the moon elf in the basic rules?
Yes.
It's
Sweet.
like high elf.
Yeah.
There's not separate mechanics for it. It just
Oh, it just says
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
be. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. That's
It's,
true. I didn't know.
It says-
not a
it talks
separate.
about-
it's not like biologically a separate type of elf.
Right.
It's just an ethnic group within this setting.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
it
see.
says in the high
Yeah.
elves section, like you might be
Awesome.
the sun elves of Faerun, you might be a
Oh.
moon elf of such and such, or like
Nice.
yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad they included that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, she was a moon elf.
Very familiar. Those are my people. And tell me a little bit about the deceased. How what did you think of them? Tell me a happy memory.
Is this part necessary?
If I'm to speak for the dead, I would let them live on for just a little bit longer in your hearts. This may not be something you do in a small town, but I wish for us to.
What is your name, if I may ask?
Oh, of course, Desira.
Desira.
Yes, Desira. D-A-S-Y-R-A.
Sorry, one more time.
If you're writing it down, it's D-A-S-Y-R-A.
Desira. Thank you.
Desira.
Sorry, Desira.
Mhm.
I didn't know Ron for very long. Hrothgar I knew kind of longer. He helped me in a time where I needed it. He has saved my life before, and I think tried to do his best with the people he encountered. Ron was very smart, and
Ron was selfish,
I'm
and she was greedy. And she picked this stupid heist. And she was my best friend.
you see Desira get more and more. She's listening very intently to what you're saying. And then she stops listening and she walks over to the bodies and she's going to lift the blanket off them.
And your stomach drops as you look at the bodies below you.
Bobby.
what did you say?
How long had you known her?
How long have we known each other?
It's been... I'm trying to think how long.
Sorry, it's always hard in a game because
To
we've been
keep
playing.
track of how much time has
Yeah.
passed.
It's only been 2
14
days.
weeks.
I don't care that
I
much,
feel like
really.
it's been like a week, if not a day or so under.
It's been a little
Little
more than
more.
that because
Okay.
the journey to Phandelver was a few
Yeah.
days.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about
So,
the journey.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the journey to there was.
It's been maybe close to 2,
2
but not much longer. Not longer than that.
Wow.
Just a very eventful couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You said sorry. How much?
2, about 2
close
weeks.
to 2, not more.
Yeah.
Braun, we met about 2 weeks ago.
Her hair is shorter.
You
I'm
knew
sorry.
her?
Is she definitely? I'm gonna start checking the body, checking that she's definitely dead. I'm gonna even just use one of my spells right now, see if there's any hint of life back in her, and I'm gonna cast. I have spells now.
Mhm.
And there's a list, and I'm gonna try and cast healing word on her, and see if it does
It
anything.
has no effect.
I'm sorry.
She cannot be buried here. This is my sister. And she cannot be buried here. She will be buried in the family crypt. And now I know why my God called me here.
I'm sorry.
I need...
Ross
And-
just goes over and puts a hand on her back, whatever she can reach.
A few nights ago, I received a dream from my goddess, and she told me to come to this city.
Probably longer than that.
A few
So,
weeks ago, she told me to come to this city because they needed a cleric. Angaroth. Her moon form came to me and said they needed a cleric in this city. And I thought I was here to help. She's been gone for 5 years. She's dirty. Her clothes are old and ragged. Who is she?
She is someone who I know you haven't spoken to for a while, it seems. And I did not know her very long, I told you. But she, even though Roz is right, sometimes she was selfish, sometimes she was greedy, but sometimes
She was a child. She was only 55. Imagine a teenager running away from home.
Yeah, I understand. She was also nicer to me than a lot of people are.
Well, that's a little unusual for her, but she has changed a lot.
I think she cares about people a lot. She doesn't always know how to express it, and it sometimes came off in a way that was not always conventionally nice, but she wanted to help the town. She wanted to clear her debts, whatever they needed.
Debts?
Whatever needed to be settled. I don't know all of them. And it's a lot sometimes to ask people to not look at me strangely, and she never did. So I liked her very much.
We weren't close, but she was an Amakir. And that is a noble family. and she should not be buried here in a small, dirty town.
I can
If you
understand
think-
that.
If you think that is what she would want, I'm happy to follow that. We didn't talk about families much, but
I will bury your friend. I will not bury my sister today.
if you think that's what she would have wanted.
She didn't know what she wanted.
It's a long way from here to Silvery Moon. Sure, this is the way to proceed with this. Do you have a means of getting her back to your family?
Do I have a means of getting her back to my family?
You came here. You came here.
Yeah,
on
on my own.
On foot, on your own, essentially.
I assume hitching a few rides on the way.
Oh, yeah,
but
hitching
yeah.
rides, but you don't have like a vehicle of your own at your disposal at the moment. And it's, I just was looking at a map. I don't have an exact figure for you, but it's at least several hundred miles, if not close to 1,000.
Yeah.
From here to Silver Moon. So it's a long way.
Could I cast my, I mean, how many days travel would it be? Like, I'm not, I couldn't do it on my own. I probably wouldn't, but I do have a spell I can cast to preserve a dead body, too,
Let's see.
though I don't have it prepared. I want to take all my Bronwyn stuff out. I'll leave it there for now.
If you in the chat know how long it would take to get
To get to the
Vale
Battle of the Silvery
to
Moon.
Silvery Moon,
Two trains leave for Silvery Moon. One is going.
at a walking speed. The other maybe has a horse, if we can find one.
Oh my god.
Walking
Yeah.
speed of former cheerleader, current nurse, kind of a vibe.
Oh,
you know?
no.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be a vibe.
Oh, so like, as you were trying to cast that healing spell, you were also making a TikTok about it. Gotcha.
No, I'm not sure.
And saying how no one really appreciate clerics.
I'm actually not sure I trust the hexes on this map I'm looking at. This
It
feels
long.
too long. But it's a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she would like it here. I know I didn't know her very well, and I'm so sorry, but the Braun I know, the Braun I knew, I think this would be nice.
I think she was proud of what she was doing in town.
What was she doing here?
Well, has anyone in the town told you about the Red Brands?
There was, until a few days ago, this entire town was under the thumb of a large bandit organization. They were terrorizing the people. These three, as well as your sister and Miss Dwarf, they ended that. They saved this town.
The chat says it's 507 miles to Silver
Thank
Moon.
you. That's very helpful. I had a really unreliable map in front of me. I just realized, like, this is way off these distances.
I think this is Ian saying that somebody made a distance table and it's 507
Great.
miles. Yeah.
normal travel pace for a day is like 24 miles.
24 miles.
So
507.
Yes. And I would walk 507 more.
So traveling at like a normal travel pace, that is just over 21 days.
Oh.
Catchy.
So I just wouldn't make it in time for... Okay.
I know it's not what you want, what you think your family would want. I know there
My family
are,
hasn't known where she's been. Or what she's been doing,
what I'm
apparently.
saying is I know there are people with abilities, with magics that can preserve someone for that kind of a journey, but I don't have the magics you have, and can you do that?
To a lesser extent, yes. I I think I have. Let me double check that it's in this.
Gentle repose.
Yeah.
That is the spell.
I think we determined with Hrothgar that they did not put gentle repose.
Oh, they didn't put it in Phandelver.
the fucking basic set.
Yeah,
So
that's
no.
So just kidding. No, I
Probably because they
don't.
didn't think anyone would die.
Would die. Is
I didn't
Revivify
either.
in this?
None of us did. Yeah.
No one thought this.
But also that preserves 10 days.
Yeah.
And generally,
I mean, you could recast
when
it.
you all
but-
start, yeah.
Cast it.
Oh yeah, sure.
You can always recast it, but anyway.
Okay, well,
Could at least give her rights here, and she could be retrieved and reinterred when there are means to do so. But
I
do you
will
think-
send a letter to my family.
Do you think that the respectful thing is to carry your sister's body for upwards of 20 days
I will send word to my family. They will send means for transport for the body.
Right.
Well, I must be here for a reason. So I will bury your friend. What was his name?
Hrothgar. Remaker.
I see.
We'll show you the way if you are ready. And she leads you sort of around the town, not through, to sort of roughly on the other side where there is a small plot with like a little sort of very makeshift low stone wall around it and maybe a half dozen graves. She takes time. She begins digging herself.
Is it weird to help?
Yeah.
Do you ask her?
Yes.
Can we help you?
Yes.
Great. I will do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig.
We'll help her dig.
Don't have a
Roll the
full-time grave digger. There hasn't been a need for one, so typically it is.
Yeah.
In the few instances where we have needed to bury people since this town began to be settled, we have had friends and loved ones help in the process.
Of course.
I'm sure you get by with what you have.
Thank you. That's nice of you to say.
Yeah.
After about 5 minutes of digging, Jaden will join in. If she brought enough shovels.
They're like,
Oh, you only have 3?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I'll just have to stand and watch.
want to take.
There are 4 shovels.
Perfectly James.
There's one that is engraved with Jaden's name.
Well,
How did you
Sister Grail,
Dipshit, and you just
Sister Grail is using 1 shovel. There are 3 additional.
Okay, and you've got one.
I've got 1.
And you've got 2, or you got 1? Okay, then okay.
I'm working on.
Okay, so wait, is that 1 or half?
I 1.5 working hours. I have a mage hand to help.
Oh, nice.
I will also cast Mage Hand and help.
Great, love this for us.
With Ollie's shovel.
I was just gonna start digging with the
The mage hand is just cupping dirt and
Yes. And you see, as I'm casting magic, sort of a little bit of a glow on that chain.
Do I recognize the symbol?
your religion check.
Or what's my religion?
I will also like to do that.
Please be 10.
Also that.
You know it is an elven god.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if you know the specific god.
Makes
I
sense.
mentioned my god's name earlier.
I know,
She
but
did.
I
It all happened so fast. I missed it, and I was like, I think she just mentioned her god's
I
name.
know. I thought
Oh, here
so
later.
too, but I know you described the symbol.
Oh,
but-
I can tell you all about her.
Oh God.
good.
Oh no. The energy is changing. Yeah, we'll just keep digging. We're not burying Bron?
No.
Where do you intend to keep her until your family can send means of transport?
Sister Grail, I'm sure at your church there will be a space made for her. We can compensate you for your time.
It's not space that I'm concerned about. It is certain natural processes
Yes.
that may
Usually,
begin to occur in the next 21 days.
usually for elf funerals, there is a watertight coffin that is intricately carved.
I do not have that.
Well,
I am aware of these things.
Mhm.
I am an elf too.
Mhm.
Our means are slim.
Is she? She's
here.
not a moon elf, right?
She is.
She's a moon elf?
Yeah.
Why you didn't tell me that? Oh,
I-
girl.
Sorry, I thought I did.
Okay.
Hey, no, be tight now.
We're Biffles.
Kappa Delta Phi.
Oh my god.
Was this the problem? The problem was just like the jock of the family.
So okay, sorry, I didn't realize she was a moon elf.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she'd have the same rights. You don't have any coffins available. Well, she has to go to my family's crypt. Every Amakir goes to the crypt.
My suggestion is perhaps inter her here for now and retrieve her when your family is able to send
Someone
whoever
to
they are
collect
able
the
to send.
remains.
Yes.
There's not just like a wooden box that
No,
you
I-
have lying around.
I have
or-
that. I was intending to
But
go get two of them. There is a woodworker in town.
Okay. Do we? You're saying to still bury her?
For the time being, we can try to find a place above ground to put her body in a box, but
If you think that is best, if you think there's no other safe option in this town, of course, I'm sure you know.
as I said, our means are limited. This place has only recently begun to be settled.
Yes.
Not all amenities are in place yet.
Well, yes, I have noticed.
Look, this town may not be good enough for you.
Or me.
All right.
Just saying.
But I think that I do think. Sorry, continue. You were talking.
I don't know. Ron was a thief, and she was a loner.
She was a what? She
What-
didn't keep doing that, did she?
But
The
she,
loner part or the thief part? Because I
But
guess the answer is
she-
yes to both.
was a hero in this town,
She was.
and she died in this town as all of our friend.
Yeah.
Well,
So I think this town is good enough for her.
I think so.
At least the Braun I knew.
I'm glad that she had someone in the end. We can bury her here for now. I will have my family send for her.
Fine.
She was outside of Silver Moon for 5 years of her 55. That doesn't mean that's who she was.
You said she was a child before.
Yes.
She's grown up a little bit. I think she knew better who she was than you do.
She is still an Amakir.
She never mentioned it.
It's fine. We will bury her for now.
Start digging the second grave.
And shortly thereafter, you see another wagon sort of coming up from town, and it pulls up, and driving it is Elmar Barth and his two shop assistants, Ander and Thistle, sort of sitting in the back. He goes, "It's you lot."
Hello?
Grail stopped by and asked me to bring these up.
What are they?
And Ander and Thistle start pulling something out the cart and come around the side of it, and they are two very simple, functional pine coffins.
Thank you.
They're perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will, if someone will help me start with Hrothgar's body. And,
Yeah.
Yep.
And
slowly, one at a time, you put them inside the coffins and lower them into the graves.
Wait. This is... There are a lot of people here. We are burying Hrothgar with all his personal affects. If word should get out, kind of like eyeing, not really anybody here, but like kind of just like Barthen and his two young, like teenage kids, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
If word were to get out that there was somebody here buried with their personal effects, there could be those disgusting of mind enough to rob the tomb.
would you like to collect your sister's personal effects?
I'm sure there will be few, but yes.
I will take Hrothgar's bag, but I will leave his warhammer and his holy symbol with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Jaden's sincere.
No, I know.
Tomb Raiders are a legit thing.
It just made me laugh because I was
Absolutely. I was holding it in so much of Jamie. It took so much willpower.
You're
The spirit of Braun is alive and well in me, my friend.
In Jamie, absolutely.
It's not wrong, though. I mean,
No,
this
for
was
sure.
a town that until recently was overrun by bandits.
For sure.
Yeah.
And not fun bandits like Bandit, the Dad, and Bluey.
Please let us
Kira.
know that we're back.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
We never left.
We never left.
Yeah.
All right, so now back into somber moment.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh.
Or not.
We're a little glitchy.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
We're glitching?
We are glitching.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
Do we need to fix stuff, or should
I
we
don't
go?
know what to fix.
Oh, if it's an internet back.
I mean,
and
I
forth,
might
should
be
we-
on the
Glitchy how?
Oh, just a little jumpy. I don't know. Let us know in the chat. Glitchy how?
Mine?
What qualities of?
I'm just on my
glitchy
data
somebody
right now,
needs
so let me switch back to
on
your
on
intro.
here, looks pretty fine.
Okay, then we're
Okay.
good.
Okay, well,
Let us know
I guess
if
we're
it-
gonna keep going.
If it's unwatchable garbage, let us know.
Well,
to- For technical
Not
reasons.
on content.
yeah.
On
Good point, good point, good
content
point.
What was that?
Because you're clearly watching it, so it's
I had
You're looking good and audio is fine.
Oh, exactly.
Anyway, back to
Um,
the funeral.
Yeah, so,
I take all of Hrothgar's gold.
All right,
and I
everyone get
throw
over
it up
to
in
it.
the air. I dance
It's
it.
what he would have wanted.
Yes, Hrothgar loved coins and dancing in them.
So-
Yes.
as I think we had established, you had taken all of Braun's effects, and Ollie had taken Hrothgar's things except for his warhammer and his holy symbol, which he
Yeah.
left to be buried with him. I
Yeah.
think he would have wanted them.
Yes.
All right, and then we...
I'm gonna say some words, I guess.
Please.
Sorry, that was not a character.
I was like, that's Jen, right?
That was Jen. That was not my character.
Say some words like that?
For both, please.
Like, for some reason, she brought chocolate-covered pretzels.
Those are Braun's favorite
She took out
snacks. Sorry.
They're an elf specialty.
Stop it.
Doing
Stop
good,
it.
guys.
Stop it!
Doing
You said you weren't gonna do this.
went to a market and traded with some guy named Joe for these.
That's
You've been
great.
holding on to that one for a while.
Contempt that I just got from him.
No, that's just my face.
Rest in contempt face.
No, if you look at the face that he just had, that's generally her resting face.
Gotcha.
The one that I'm playing. Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, sorry. Perfect 10. Lady Angarath, we are here today to celebrate the lives of Hrothgar Ramakir and Bronwyn Amakir. These two left you for a time, and now they will come back into your arms. They leave friends. They leave people that they helped. And it seems they have left a mark on this small town. Let them into your arms and let them have peace. If anyone would like to say a few words.
Rest easy, friends. We're going to miss you. Sorry, I wasn't trying to get away from your hand. No, I'm good.
Did you just too slow?
No, it was Ollie's other arm.
I'm going. Goodbye. I hide behind the pillows now.
Jane will also put a hand on Roz's other shoulder.
I appreciate you both for the kindness you have shown me and others. I am happy to have known you.
Jane will take his wig off and kind of hold it to his chest. like you do.
I imagine that's her doing that.
Does she?
Yes.
Do you need to go? We're in the middle of a funeral.
Yes, my sister's funeral.
Yes. So maybe you shouldn't laugh.
Of course.
You fought alongside us. You fought very well for the right reasons, I think. I'm just trying to do some good in this town in Neverwinter. Hrothgar and his faith kept us all going. Kept us all alive. And he was tough, but he was tough enough, and he was the right kind of tough. He was a good man. I could tell there was more to him under the surface. I wish that we had the chance to talk more. And Braun, she wanted to do a heist. We did a heist. Didn't go how we wanted it to. Certainly not how she would have wanted it to go. And we didn't often see eye to eye. But she did what she did for the right reasons. And she, I do think she had a good heart and meant well. I only hope that we can do their memories some justice.
If that is all that is to be said, let us remember the union of our great land, the union of Angaroth, the many facets she represents, and how she can hold many truths within her. We love our friends, even if our friends are gone. We can be joyful for their life and sad for their death. In her name.
Sister Grail steps forward and just sort of reaches into her pocket for a moment and then leans down over each of them. Sister Grail sort of steps forward and reaches into her pocket and steps down and leans over each of them and places a gold coin on each forehead and just stands back up and says, "Lady Luck smile upon you and bless you in your journey to what lies beyond." And steps back.
Stay warm by the fire.
What?
Stay warm by the fire.
Barthen steps forward and goes, I think you've said well here. You've done honor by your friends. If you want to give yourselves a break and have the boys finish up the process for you.
Yes, thank you so much, boys. We do appreciate it. I must be back to the inn. I have a letter to send.
I can help.
Yeah.
Or like to help.
And you work together with Ander and Thistle as they grab the shovels and start filling in the graves. And with a group working together, it is done quickly, and the graveyard hangs silent.
And there are two of them, and there's two of you, so there
So
weren't
there
any
isn't a
shovels.
shovel for
there
you.
weren't any
You
shovels.
had
Okay,
no-
just so
you had
everyone
no
knows.
options.
Just so everyone knows, Jaden watches them.
He would help.
He watches
does,
all
he,
of it.
He like
And he's got a
fully
real sad look on his face.
like 15 seconds after everybody else picks up a shovel goes,
He's like,
oh.
exactly. Precisely.
And soon the work is done, and there is nothing left to do here. You may move on to where you will next.
I've already gone back to the inn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we see Hellion Thornton?
Okay, yeah.
Yes, we should deliver this lantern.
Yes.
You start
But-
making your...
Real quick, before we go. Actually, as we make our way,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say to them, I think we need to be very careful in dealing with this woman. I might ask one of you to do the talking. Because if I speak, it won't be good. So I'm going to need one of you to speak to the woman who sent us on this suicide mission. And make sure that she does actually intend to follow through on her promise to use this lantern to help the town, to get us information so we can find Gundren.
Sure.
Okay.
I know that Bronn was her point person, but one of us will have to be now.
I have spoken to her. I can do it again.
Just be careful. She's
I know.
devious.
She knows a lot.
And you are walking along, making your way back into town and up towards the Miners' Exchange. What's everybody's passive perception?
11.
2,000? Oh, wait, 11.
15.
You're
But I'm
not
not
You're
there.
not there.
But if there's anything going on in the inn...
Yeah.
Oh,
I see.
You know.
Everything.
8.
Hell yeah.
I don't-
Wait, 8.
11.
Headphones on.
Tis and
11.
Rise headphones
So
on.
the
She's
two of
listening to
you
real sad
at the
music.
same time
Yeah.
have that, you feel that sort of prickle at the back of your neck feeling, and you abruptly come to the realization at the same time, you are being followed. At a distance, maybe 30 feet back, there is a hooded figure just sort of sauntering along in your wake.
I will reach out a hand and just stop Roz, since I'm assuming Roz didn't notice this.
I'm walking on some.
Wow, your mood like shifted so much from like the.
Look, Ron's in the moment.
Get any better, you know what I mean?
That's how it was.
Oh God.
I'm from a farm. I'm used to death.
I feel like that's something to unpack later.
Indeed.
Is that usually animals that
Yeah, I
die?
was like, but yeah,
A lot
we'll
of
just,
heavy machinery, I guess.
put a hand on Roz's shoulder. There's someone following us.
Yes, I noticed them too.
Roz does that thing where you whip around way too fast.
Jaden will whip around as well. Oh wait, do you mean like fully or just like that?
And the hooded figure, falters a little bit.
Oh, you're right.
Ollie will sigh and turn around
Yeah,
slowly.
Jaden. Yeah. Who are you? What do you want?
And the figure pulls the hood back. Eric, would you please describe?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh shit! You can't join our party. No matter how much you beg.
Can you steal things?
Yeah. As the hood comes down, you see a gorgeous, slightly pointed, very pretty face, completely bare, clean shaven.
So we both went with hotties.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, the hottest level of this party went so high so fast.
Yeah, but way more, I'd say, beautiful than rugged.
What lineage? Dwarf
Lineage.
or
Human.
Human?
Yeah. Tis a human.
Oh God, there are 3 of us now.
Oh, the worst.
I'm sorry.
Dazzling greenish bluish
Very
eyes,
pretty.
shoulder length-ish blonde hair swept back, parted in the middle, looks like clouds, the fullest lips you've ever seen.
Truly, if you picture Wesley from The Princess Bride, you're
Yeah.
80% there.
Oh.
Hot damn.
Oh.
The farm boy haircut? Not,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the,
Exactly.
what's
Yeah.
his name, Man in Black haircut? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this too much for a party? I can't join a group of friends.
I would just rather you say
We don't know
that you're
you.
joining us.
I'm just gonna kind of walk in advance a little bit. Hands aren't doing anything weird or anything. They're just kind of out by the side. They're not. Just
just fully
They're not.
God, I wish they were now, kind of.
They're not going for my weapons, I should say.
Okay, yeah.
It's
There you
a
go.
very neutral.
They're only doing the
neutral
Macarena.
walk.
Okay, that's not that weird in this day and age. It's a very popular
Can I
song.
join now? You want to learn when I
Yes. Of course.
This is an episode with a lot of feelings.
There's a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
Oh, you must be the do-gooders. A halfling as mighty as she is short, a scarred walking storm, and someone almost as pretty as I am. Except you're missing a few. I was told that there was a handful, about 5.
A couple.
Yes, we are
of our
missing.
party.
They are going to be missing for ever.
Permanently.
Hi, who are you?
Sorry, I'm a little forward. My name is V.
V.
The
At least that's what you can call me for now.
Yeah,
For
Jane
now.
will step forward and shake his hand.
I'll talk.
Oh no!
It's like she's dying.
She knows she's getting
If we want to take those down now, we can. Or we can just
No,
squawk them to the
that's
wall. Oh, I didn't
That's-
realize that
it's-
Hrothgar was already.
Yeah, no, that's in
Sliding.
memoriam
Yeah.
wall.
Alright, in memoriam wall.
They can't even see because the reflection on the plastic. but
It's the beautiful,
beautiful
art
art
of
by
Hrothgar.
our delightful Rob Carlos of our characters who once were.
That he drew before they were
Yeah,
not.
we had to call him up and say, "Hey Rob,
Mhm.
we might need some new character art."
Yep.
And make them beautiful.
Yeah.
Make
But
them
they have to be
so
flat, haughty.
Hard smash, no pass.
No matter who you are.
V.
Yes.
V.
V. I don't know.
V.
V what?
Just V. It's just a professional title. That's all you need to know me as. Just V.
Well, you want to join our party and we don't need to know your name?
You just
I
want
don't.
to be here.
No, I don't want to.
Just want to walk with us?
No, I don't
right
want to.
now?
Well, I wanted to walk behind you undetected, but obviously that went
Yeah.
awry. Look, it's not wise talking about these things in the streets. Okay, I know what you've done. Okay, you've stirred up the wasp's nest. Okay, you might think you've helped these people, but there's a ripple effect happening. Okay, what you think all of them were gonna leave the drop of a hat? No, the smart ones did. Okay, but the stupid ones they stay behind. They're disorganized. It's not an organization anymore, but they're just a little bit, there's rogue people hurting other people here, and I've been doing my job to help them out, but it doesn't
To
pay
help
well.
them out?
Well, the townsfolk, well, the red brands, they're not all gone. They just don't wear the cloak anymore. Okay, I've been helping these townsfolk a lot, but I gotta say, it doesn't pay much. They're very quick with a thanks,
Can I get a vibe check?
a beer.
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, I definitely want to do a vibe check.
Ooh.
Whoa, something happened
Yeah, I'm not putting up with your shit, pretty boy.
16.
Well, 17.
Yeah.
Because she's got a negative.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, wait. It was 10,
16.
16,
17.
17.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let you answer for that. What do a 16 and a 17 get?
Jeez.
Vibes,
The vibe is, the vibe's off, man. I think this feels like a lie that he's helped the townsfolk,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also like there's a bit of truth or weightiness. There's a bit of a sincerity, but it's kind of clouded, like he's dancing around something.
Is there sort of like a private place we can sort of step into?
You could go around behind a building or something.
Could you just join us? As you said, it's not great to talk out.
Yeah, I welcome it. I encourage it. Come on, let's be
We'll just
smart
go
about
around the
this.
side,
Yeah, there's just and you're between a few little houses.
and as soon as they're out of sight, Ollie will just turn to him. So we've had a rough day. What's happening?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll get right to the point. I have some information that might interest you that I'd be willing to part with for a fee. And if it happens to be useful, perhaps you'll keep me in mind if you need information or if you need services. I won't be coy about it. I specialize in larceny, burglary, the occasional shakedown, security, enforcement, whatever you need. And like you said, I've had a long day. You're 2 members short. Sometimes having an ally, even if it's not in your little ring of friends, can be worthwhile.
Are you a red brand? Because you're talking a lot like one.
No. I am not a red brand.
Can I insight check that?
Yep, roll an insight check.
Ah, fuck me.
Dirty 20.
Natural 1.
Eric, can I see your character sheet for a second?
Yes. Thank you.
And I'm guessing you're going to get him to roll
Would
a...
you just roll a d20 for me?
Yes.
Figured you were going to do that.
That is
Well.
a 14.
14. Okay. What did you guys get?
I trust him implicitly.
Okay. What did you
Dirty
get?
20.
Dirty 20. Did you roll?
No.
Jane, he's absolutely lying. Here you go.
Yes, you are, you filthy liar!
Okay. I'm not a red brand anymore. Okay, I'm leaving.
So
that
you don't
down.
wear the cloak anymore?
No, exactly. Oh,
Like you were
okay.
talking about.
And
The
you are
ones who
not
remain
one
in
of the,
town.
the ones who aren't smart, who didn't get out of town.
Right.
I'm sorry, what do you want from us?
Should we just take him straight to jail, or...?
I think we're getting
Roll the
all-
third character.
You're right. We're losing the point of this conversation. The point of this conversation is I have some information you might find useful and very curious that I'd be willing to part with for a fee. And I will let my intentions be known that I'm not just doing this as a professional courtesy. I think it might be prudent to win favor with the group that are the new big bads in town. That's you.
Why would we trust a red brand?
Bingo.
Who also has very clearly lied to us from the start of our interaction.
Because the information I'm willing to part with could ultimately crumble it all from the inside out. It could be the unweaving of a ball of thread that'll get you to that juicy center.
We have a lot that we're doing right now.
Also, what juicy center is
What
that
are you
ball of
talking about,
thread?
dude?
We literally
Ugh.
took out the head of the thing.
Uh-huh. That's
So
right. That's what
Yeah.
that's what you think you did. That's right. That's what you think you did. Well, like you said, it has been a long day for all of you. I will leave the offer on the table.
we never talk to him again.
You know where to find me if you wish to do.
I don't know if we do. You haven't told us.
Gone.
We'll never see him again.
Power play, I love it.
It's actually on our characters where
Amazing.
we've got other backups. So I'm now going to
Fuck
introduce
yeah.
All right, that one
What's
didn't
your
work.
grouper spot?
God damn, I need a
Mine
friendly
is-
guy. I need a
Hi,
good best friend for
Rob.
the mo.
You're gonna need.
My next character is
So sorry.
the DM, and Tim's got a backup character.
Whoa! All these plot twists.
So you guys make your way the rest of the way to the Riders'
Just go to
Stand.
Well,
Haliathorn.
that was fucking weird. Should we actually arrest that guy? I feel like we should. If he's just admitted that he was a bread brand and that there are others out there and he
Alright.
has information.
He feels more like an annoyance than a real problem.
Yeah.
That's
No offense, I love
a lot of
It hurts.
a lot of those
Eric, you're not
flunkies
an
seemed like annoyances as well, but when they gather and a wizard with a glass staff leads them, they become much more than that. I think if we see him again,
We kick his ass.
We
I don't know about.
maybe keep an eye on him. If we can.
Yeah,
He wasn't too hard to spot, so
but I'm willing to bet we'll never see that guy again.
yes, very likely. Although he was spot on with the good looks thing. Oh look, we're here.
I thought he was talking about me.
You
You
guys,
said halfling, who's as strong as she is short.
You're
or
pretty
something?
short. Maybe you got confused.
Taller than you, Pipsqueak.
He got me right.
you make your way inside the Miners' Exchange. You let them know.
I win.
You sort of let them know who you are and what you're here for, and you are very quickly shown back to Halia Thornton's office. She is at her desk in the middle of paperwork spread out on it, but she is not looking at that. She is leaned back in her chair watching you as you enter, goes,
Morning.
well, you're back. Good to see all of you. Where is Bronwyn?
All of this is not right.
She didn't. She and Hrothgar didn't.
That is unfortunate. Glad to see the rest of you alive.
Yes, I'm sure you are.
So you have come to see me,
Yeah.
despite the
We figured.
fresh absence of the person who made the deal with
Bron
me.
would have wanted us to finish the job.
Her dying wishes were to finish the job.
Bron would have wanted to steal more from the vault.
Yeah, she didn't say that though, so
If you had included that in
What's
your dining
involved in a
request,
heist? Stealing a lot of things.
I stole the one thing we were there for. Anyway. You shouldn't have died, I'm sorry.
I'll do better next time.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway. No, so, yeah. We have
so
completed.
you have
We'll unwrap.
finished the job in her honor.
yes.
You can
Yeah.
say that. This. Could I have retconned that I cast Identify at some point in
Oh, during the lantern?
wait, no, I did do that. I ritually cast it in the.
What?
I didn't have 10 minutes, I don't think, because I would have had to have ritually cast Identify. I can't remember anything I did last week. It was a
You
lot.
did not ritually
Sure,
cast a
I know I
last
meant
week.
to, but I was mourning, so it's okay.
If you got a long rest, if you want to cast it,
I
cast it.
can just say I prepared it today, because I didn't change my spells after the long rest. I'm sorry.
You also can ritual cast without having it prepared.
That's true, but could I have said I did that at some point in this day, before walking into Halia's office?
Nah.
Cool. Then I'm going to cast. Then I'm going to say I cast I prepared Identify because I would have been able to do that.
Okay. It is a lantern of ore detection.
Great.
It
So
can-
we were right.
It can spot valuable ores. through earth and stone, up to 30 feet.
Well, what's the use of that without a boat? Sorry, go on.
No, what?
A boat. Why do you need so many
Or-
oars?
Why are there so many buried under earth and stone?
The cigarette explodes. Over at the end.
And
Decided to leave.
That's true. Sorry.
hey,
go on.
remember how we died the first time we died
that's
with the
fair.
party? So like, anyway, so you're going to use this to help the miners of the town.
That is the plan.
Inside check.
Inside check.
6.
Fuck! Another natural 1 for a 4.
I need to get you those dice that say
You don't
fuck
know
for the
she
natural
is
one.
so inscrutable.
It's perfect, great.
Her
Well,
inscrutability.
can't tell anything.
Yeah.
She can't be sprout.
Nope.
So,
What else would I do with this?
I don't know.
We just want to make sure you're good on your word. And on your word that you will have information for us that could lead us to finding Gundren Rockseeker.
Yes.
If I can track down such information, you will be the first to know.
And our payment.
She reaches into a desk and tosses you a coin purse.
You don't have any information.
Not as of yet. My sources that I typically go to for information, the locations of remote goblin forts are not typically the sort of places they frequent or seek out, but
And what good was any of this?
Anyway,
You were asked to do a job, you were offered money, you have done the job, and you have been paid.
yes. Thank you. And, my question.
Do you wish to discuss the answer to your question?
Do you have an answer?
I do.
Hi, Gertie.
Do you wish to discuss it in front of everyone, or is this something you wish to meet
I'll
privately
meet you
about?
privately. I just wanted to know if we were arranging that.
We are. You know where to find me.
I do.
Here? It's here, right?
It is here, yes.
Yes.
Just checking.
Ollie will set the lantern on her desk. Well, I do hope that you will find some information soon.
I have reached out to my sources. If they turn something up, I will let you know.
Insight check.
Give me an insight check.
Be good to me. That's better. That's a 14.
Oh, you gotta compliment
Just
the
now.
dice, yeah. Or like be nice to
Like,
them.
please?
With, what did you roll?
7.
Yeah. With a 14, she seems honest.
All right.
You're not 100% sure,
Yeah,
but you
but-
don't detect a lie.
I also don't think she's lying about this. Amanda doesn't. I just think she's lying about a lot of things, but not this. All right. Well, perhaps when I have a moment to meet with you, we could talk about this as well.
Come by. I spend most of the day here. As you can see, there is a lot to be done.
Of course. Hopefully this makes it easier.
Should. And I think we can all agree it's better in our hands than in those of Lorna Oakridge.
Sure. I mean, it seems more useful here anyway.
More useful being used
I agree.
and not kept as decoration, a trophy.
I'm not arguing that.
Then we are not arguing.
No. Well, we have our money, you have your lantern, and I will see you shortly.
Swing by.
And if we find out that that lantern isn't being used for the good of this town, we do know where to find you.
Would the identify have told me
Mr.
it's...
Crosgarden, you are a man who is used to being on top, being in a position of power in places
Easy.
he finds himself, yes?
Yes.
I have met many men like you. I think you're a smart enough man to understand that I am telling the truth when I say you are not the most powerful person in this room. And understand that I have a great deal of investment in this town and in its people. So the bravado and the swagger is wholly unnecessary.
We will leave you to your day.
I wish you a better one than it sounds like you have had.
Appreciated. Let's go.
This isn't bravado. If you don't use that lantern for the town, we'll
I'm
come here and we'll
walking
stab you
out.
for the
I have left the room.
I think metaphorically, Halia just
And
flopped
then he
it
turns
down
around.
on the table.
Grab Cheide.
She
Hold me back, hold me back.
She does not flinch.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'd go with Rouse and Ollie.
Well, I tried to do the talking. We'll just walk to the end. How much gold did we get?
Oh yeah, what was the
Great
goal
question.
for the...
200.
Huh?
200.
200.
200
Total.
for the
Total.
3. Okay, so
One.
shoot, that no longer
No.
divides evenly. That's gonna be annoying.
No! Is
Uh,
it 66 each? Point something something?
It's-
I feel like math.
You
Yeah.
can always keep a party fund.
You can have the extra coin to make it split evenly.
Hang on.
Make a
60.
memorial fund.
You can
There
also
was-
always
okay.
just keep a party fund.
Yeah. So we can each
Sure.
get 66, and then there are 2 gold left for the party fund. Great.
We should give the remaining two to Sister Grail
That sounds
for the
good.
gold that she put on Hrothgar and Braun.
Sure.
That's a really nice thing to say.
2 gold pieces.
Math.
Oh, I see.
Got it.
Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, so I'll add that to my stuff later. Great.
Can I say what I've been doing at the inn?
Yes, that was actually where I was headed next. So, you make your way to the inn from the funeral. What are you doing while there?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go through my things and pull out my letter writing equipment. I'm going to write a long letter to my parents explaining that I have found Bronwyn. She is recently dead. I request that they make swift arrangements to come collect the body. I suggest it is done discreetly, privately, and I ask that, and I mention the location of her body and the circumstances of her burial, and the circumstances in which she was found, in which she has perhaps been leading a somewhat tawdry life,
Yep.
something that shouldn't be spread around, and we might need to bury the news, though it doesn't seem like she was known to be an Amakia, but that also that, my preference is for her to go to the family too, and if they could send people as soon as possible. And then I'm going to put all my letter writing things away, go down to the inn and have a glass of wine.
Okay. You go down. You sit at the counter having your wine, watching the crowd. It's the middle of the day, so there's not like a huge crowd in here right now. I'll leave you sitting there for a moment. What do you do after you leave that interaction with the party?
I'm following them.
You're still following.
Yeah.
Give me a quick stealth. Give me a quick stealth check.
9.
We see him.
You see him as you exit the miners' exchange. You
Hello
see
again.
V peeking around a building across the street.
Hello again.
We
We
see
can
you.
see you.
I look
I
behind me.
don't know if you can actually.
No, you,
You-
V, you right there.
This is embarrassing. We're going to the same place.
What do you want?
Look, to be plain, I'm broke after this last operation halted, and a man needs to eat. Okay, I'm looking for
The
a
last
group to-
operation being a criminal terrorizing a town?
A man needs to eat.
So did they.
They did. The strong ones survived. The weaker ones flushed out. It's semantics. Look, I'm a man with skills. I would like to lend them out, and I'd like some fair pay in return. That's all I'm looking for. That's all I need. We drop a contract. I'll be gone within a time limit. If you have a need for me. Again, I have that information that is still hot and ready and time sensitive.
Is
What
it
is-
about Cragmaw's castle?
Yes, what is it pertaining to? Why would we be interested in it?
No.
It is not pertaining to Cragmaw Castle. It is pertaining to the Black Spider.
I dropped that little tidbit.
How much do you want for that information?
Ooh,
Hold
this
on,
is my
hold on. No,
favorite part. Yes.
Are we really going to trust a red man
I am
right
going
now?
to ask first. How much?
What is a fair price? Like if I'm equating this
Legit
to
question.
dollars, yeah.
That's tough.
I'm looking at
Scam.
this information being pretty premium, worth a fair bit of gold. Not like insane, but
Understand that, like, to average common people in this world, like, a gold's not an insignificant amount of money.
right.
That said, I mean, a certain amount of that is up to your judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So like 20 gold would be still pretty a fair sum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the party was just very well paid to get that lantern.
Mhm, very true. Was I privy on that? Was I able
So
to
I'm not
eavesdrop
gonna
on
say
that at
worth
all?
it.
No.
Okay. That's fine.
Alright.
Oh, what's that in my bag? Oh, a
Let's
dagger?
call it 20 gold for the information, and if you so choose to bring me along to wherever the information might bring you, let's call it a per diem security work. Or I can take a percentage of any spoils after. Really, it's up to you. I'm
We
really
have
not picky.
other things we need to deal with first.
And you're really overestimating how much we want to associate with you.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay. I understand that my occupation makes you a little nervous. That's fine, but I'm here to tell you, okay? I'm just in it for the money. I mean, that makes me a loyal man only to coin, and all I'm asking for is coin. De facto, you can trust me.
So someone who pays you more is going to turn you against us. I don't see how that's comforting.
Possibly, but we haven't drawn up the contract. If you have the contract, you have my loyalty. Okay, there's a lot of safeguards here, okay? I run a clean business the way I do it.
So you're not loyal to coin, you're loyal to the contract.
Yes.
Inside check.
I know y'all are like
Oh,
hard to
fuck
convince
yeah.
right now. Don't forget, he looks like fucking Carrie Elways. I
So
would believe
do
that
I.
doesn't. That doesn't
This isn't new for any of you.
You're very attractive. Congratulations.
I'm convinced.
Just take your shirt off and get out of here.
Slowly.
Yeah, dance a little while you do it. Too. 22.
I rolled a 4, so
22? With a 22, what does he get?
Yeah, that's his code. His code is coin and contract. He doesn't have any personal connections or anything. He
Doesn't
could
seem like he values coin over contract, or it's equal, it's contract
no,
and coin.
No. It's honor among thieves kind of thing. If he hires himself out, if there's papers and that kind of deal.
I thought
he-
you said
You know-
on our mug. Like, there's a mug and it says coin
Yeah,
slash
he holds it up.
contract.
He's like-
So if he gets confused.
I think you could definitely infer like there is an element of danger here. Like you are,
Yeah.
it is a seedy
Mhm.
Yeah.
man, but he's not. He's
Oh, yeah,
not
got
being,
that.
Yeah,
No, but that part I
yeah,
understood.
that part is very understood. But yeah, like I think he's very genuine in that he could be hired for a time, and that wouldn't conflict.
And he seems genuine that he would hold to the contract.
I think so. Yeah.
You think so?
God.
Now
God.
Eric, check on Eric. Like Eric has to do an inside check on his own character.
It's like he believes it in the moment, but in
Yeah.
like he believes it in the moment now,
He
but
believes it.
later on he might, depending on the situation.
Amy
That's kind
wants
of
Eric to get to
sounds
play
like-
with us, but Roz is not.
Don't have it.
Here, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? We start with the information. We start with you giving me some gold for that premium information. You decide what you want to do with that information, and then if our paths keep crossing, we'll make it official for a time up to your choosing. But until then, I can't promise anything else. I also can't promise I'm not going to give this information to anybody else, especially if you don't pick it up right now. It is very time sensitive.
5 gold.
5 gold. 5 gold.
Let's call that
I
a
said,
starter's fee.
look, I said a man has to eat, okay, and I eat a lot more than you, little halfling. Okay, I know you
A
have
lot of
strong
people
what?
can eat on 5 gold.
Okay. Well, look, okay, that is an insult to my profession. Okay, let's meet in the middle. Let's
Your
call it
profession?
yeah,
Your profession is thug and criminal and pickpocket.
2 of those are correct. I do not identify as a thug, though.
You were in the Red Brands.
Okay, we're haggling. Let's keep haggling, okay?
Man, we do not fuck with this.
I'll meet you in the middle. We'll call it
Five.
17 gold, and we'll be on our way.
Imagine
Our
two of the-
offer is 5.
5 gold, you're killing me with 5 gold. Okay, fine. As a show of goodwill, we'll call it 5 gold. I will show you that I am worth every copper piece, and we will go from there.
You better not need to take us anywhere to give us this information.
I think just someplace private.
Besides that, that's okay. Yes.
Where are we right now?
We're, like, in the
You're in the street outside the miners'
Yeah,
exchange.
I'm just checking around, seeing if there's anybody around, or like
There are a few people in the street.
like
yeah.
anybody that like seem like keen on listening in.
Nobody seems to be paying attention to you now.
I like that Eric and I imagined that you guys had 2 friends die, and what you immediately wanted was to meet 2 hot, unlikable people.
Yeah.
Because we needed another one.
Unlikable hotties. That's
Go
all
to
you're
the party
looking
with
for.
Jaden! Yay!
Um,
Jaden's actually
hi.
not as into it as I thought Jaden would be into
The
it. but he's
only
not.
person I can talk to in this party is Roz now. The only one.
We got our kind Duggo club.
Oh, the KUs! The KUC! Cuck!
Oh, what is? Because I'm trying to remember specifically
Oh,
what you told me. And I don't
God.
want to say more. What is the first piece of that information?
That there was a meeting planned.
All right,
So, do you
so
want me to just tell you the whole thing?
no, because
Okay.
I want to roleplay this. Way. So for 5 gold.
Ollie will mage hand 5 gold and just hold it.
Okay, fair enough. There's a meeting planned.
Cool.
Between-
Oh, I'm sorry. If you want more information, that'll be another
I
5
could
gold.
assumed there was a meeting planned.
I'm sorry you assumed that, but that's the information I'm willing to part with for 5 gold.
Alright, this guy's wasting our time.
Yeah,
Just-
Okay, wait. Okay,
5 gold and
there's
he'll tell us the sun is out!
okay. There's a meeting planned with. We'll reveal it all in.
Before the Red Brands fell apart, some of their number, you were not included, were supposed to, at a certain location just outside of town tonight, meet with someone working for the Black Spider to finalize the sale of some armaments. And you weren't one of the ones who was meant to go. You do, however, know the location.
What time is that meeting? How about this? You get 5 gold now. You tell us when it is, and we'll go. And if you're right, you can have another 5.
Deal. I'll give them all the information, all the privy
Yeah,
stuff.
go ahead, give it.
Yeah, I did.
Eric
It
knows
was
all of it.
magnificent.
Midnight, a place you could lead them to.
There it is. Bada
It's a
bing,
hillside.
bada
It's like
boom.
a hilltop outside of town.
Perfect.
Okay. I suppose we'll meet you tonight then.
Oh, I'm going too.
You're leading us.
Okay. I'm surprised. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, another
If you
5
try
gold
anything,
for
we'll
me.
kill you.
Okay, you got to be a little bit more specific. I'm gonna try a lot of stuff tonight.
If you try something
turn
against
on
us.
Okay. Hey, I value my life. It's okay. Hey, this one gets it.
Please
Don't
don't
touch
touch her.
Okay.
I love that we aren't great with each other. We're on exactly the same page right here.
I love my dad.
Yay! You're older than
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's real true.
We've adopted an adult halfling as our child.
I'm not great with my ex, but we should have a child together.
You co-parent though.
Yeah.
Meet me at this tavern. Blah, 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 at
Stonehill, there's only... No, there are two.
Well-
There's the Sleeping Giant and the Stonehill. Up to you.
which one's like seedier?
The Sleeping Giant, that's the one all the red
Oh,
brands hang out at.
that's right. No, then we're not going to that one.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to that. We're going to the other one.
That's where I am.
Say,
Yeah.
what?
Let's not get
Maybe we'll
there.
get the whole party together. Who knows?
God.
Let's meet there 2 hours before the
Yeah.
meeting. That'll give us plenty of ample time to leave, prepare, take it slow and steady. It's going to be a large group, and I like to do things quietly. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. I guess next up we need to draw up our contract. Really define this. Really specify what you want out of this, out of me. Take out like a little parchment.
Okay.
Ollie's like, ooh. Parchment.
I have a spell book to copy things, guys. Don't make fun of me. I'm a pro college student. You know how much books cost?
You guys draw up the terms of a contract.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the tavern.
Mm-hmm. Well, they said they were heading to the inn, so you know it. I'm still having my glass of wine.
Really nursing it.
Mm-hmm.
You, I think, like at this point, have moved from the bar itself to like a table in the back.
Yeah, sure.
You're sitting there, the chair's comfortable, you've had a couple glasses of wine,
Mm-hmm.
you've been through a lot today, it's
Mhm.
been a little draining, and you find you are starting to get sleepy.
Oh.
What?
She's
Uh-oh.
an elf.
What?
She's an elf.
Mm-hmm.
She's getting
I
sleepy.
don't sleep, but yeah.
Sleepy for a trance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you get
A little
tired.
trancy.
It
Feel
works
trans.
biologically
Yeah.
differently from humans, but like, sleepy is still a thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sleepy or sweepy?
Important distinction.
Yeah, a little sleepy.
Yeah.
So you get a little
Sleepy
sleepy.
little guy.
Wonderful.
And you find yourself, again, not like quite sleeping, but like
Mhm.
drifting off into a bit of a trance.
Mhm.
Like you're still fully aware of your surroundings, but you are zoning out. You are going into that sort of meditative space you go into at night usually.
Mhm.
And you sort of go into like a reverie almost. And abruptly come to the realization someone is sitting at the table across from you.
Oh. Hello?
You are still in a trance. You are fully aware
Just
of
kidding.
that. But seated across from you, there is a woman, an elf like you. Very youthful, very slender, almost exaggeratedly delicate features. Wearing a gown that is much like your clothing, diaphanous, but more so. It could almost be moonlight.
Is
around
this
her.
my lady Sahani?
It sure is. You have seen her before.
Yes, I have.
She sits across from you and looks at you through glowing eyes. Now, there's like no pupil visible to them or anything. It's just a light glow in the eye, within the
Like
eyes.
moons in there.
Yeah. She looks at you and goes, "You arrived. Good. You were needed to have. You were needed, and you have done something vital. There is more.
More than finding my runaway sister's dead body.
There is work to be done. There is not one who needs you, but many. Stay. Aid. Help.
Stay here in this town?
Stay. And help. There is a danger, and much work is to be done.
Well, I've worked very hard for your temple, and I think you could give me some more information.
Stay and help.
It's feeling a little repetitive at this
You will
point.
find your way to where you are needed.
Okay.
But you are needed.
My sister needs me at
And
home.
you wake up. Just in time to... You come out of your trance, abruptly. Just in time to see these three. With another person you haven't seen before entering the tavern directly ahead of you.
No! This is when Desira is like gonna start summoning it.
Oh, it seems you replaced my sister very quickly.
No. This is just business.
Well, I've made a decision, a somewhat generous one. I think I should stay and see what it is my sister was getting up to, perhaps know more about her life.
Who's our sister?
Stay.
Sure. You're
Stay.
you're a cleric.
Yes, and it seems that you just lost a man of the cloth, and I think perhaps this is a very beneficial thing for you. You might need me.
We're not looking for replacements.
No.
No.
We're not.
And I'm not looking to replace, but I would like to know more about what my sister was up to, make sure she wasn't bringing shame on the family name. And it would be beneficial for my family to have me out and traveling as well, so...
It's beneficial for your family to have you out and traveling?
Yes, I must explore new trade routes. That's why I'm here, as well as my god telling me to. It's always useful to see the new small towns, see what they are getting up to.
Great.
What does your family trade in?
I'm sure you've heard of Amakir Commodities.
Have I?
Have I?
Have
Give me a history check.
Can I make that as
Okay.
well?
I
Yeah.
guess I haven't.
I would like
I've lived in a trading town at one point, so it's possible for me.
12.
Oh,
3.
23.
6.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't care. You heard it. You are aware of the
I'm
company.
like
And
when,
actually, that makes the most sense.
when
Yeah.
I was
For
maybe
him
in
to know as well.
Skyer Bridge, perhaps.
I mean, they certainly would have been bringing goods in and out of there. They're a large-scale
Merchant.
mercantile company. Like,
Operation.
not in any one specific, like, type of good, just sort of...
Mostly magical components.
Yeah.
Their family is known for work in the magic community, and magic components is most of what they trade in.
Ah,
Yes.
Apologies that I
No, yes.
said it wrong there.
No, you're good.
ah, aha. That makes sense. Sorry. That was Amanda. Sorry.
Wizard.
So it's likely some of the
The things
goods
that I've
you
purchased.
used in your work
Yeah.
are things they wouldn't be like manufactured or anything, but
Would be like
Transport,
transporting.
yeah.
And stuff. Got you. Oh,
No, I haven't heard of you.
I have.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah, it would.
Cause?
It's magical components and things.
My little sister was the only one of us who had no aptitude for magic, but the rest of our family is fairly skilled in the ways.
She have a lot of her own skills.
It seems so, yes. Anyway, I think I could be very helpful for you to have around, and my goddess seems to think so as well, so I will be joining you very graciously in your journeys. It's so nice that even though you can't grow your hair in the fashionable style, that you can procure something to make it look just like mine.
You've clearly never been to Baldur's Gate. Because everyone there is doing this.
Of course, they must be.
Yes, they are.
Want a drink? Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Not you.
I'm going. I'm sorry, I'm going.
I whispered to Roz, do you want a drink? I just want to leave the
Well, I
rest.
see
gonna
you.
follow
I
too.
see you go, and I'm gonna go out of this situation.
I'm gonna follow too and just like come and sit with them.
You know,
And the group of you find yourselves.
well, Beast just over there.
Oh, if you looked back of like, oh, we didn't. Gone.
Oh shit!
We'll meet him
Like the
sometime.
wind.
It's like a weird reverse high school where the hottest people are following me around being like, be friends with
Oh my
me.
god! Oh my god, you're right! And they're still mean, but they want to be my friends!
Did Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow just ask to join our small adventuring party?
God.
They did.
I like to imagine you and I just being like
Yeah. Like,
Ollie just actively putting his hair in his face.
every time we do it, you.
Just like, I don't want to see anything. Anyway,
Who's
I
Allie,
will.
what's her name in the Breakfast Club?
I will buy
Cheide.
Roz
Yes, Cheide.
a drink of some sort. Whatever that.
You want male wine?
What do you want to drink?
I'll take an ale.
An ale would be good.
Ale? Ale it is!
You said you have wine?
Toblin, I have wine, yeah.
Wine, yes,
I'm
please,
drinking
Dublin.
wine right here. You
You
should have
had
noticed
wine.
that.
I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at you. And I'm gonna try to avoid doing that as much as possible.
Oh no.
I think
Yeah.
it's a fitting tribute to Hrothgar.
The ale?
Yeah.
Make
I
mine
will-
an ale, Toblin.
I will buy
You're
a
right.
second and put it in front of Roz.
He pours you all an ale.
Oh God.
It is a fitting tribute to Hrothgar.
Now we can't drink too much. We do have
No,
a meeting.
You sit
we have a
and-
day.
Yes.
You
We have a
sit
day.
and you drink and you toast to your fallen comrades,
I have.
finding yourself not having set out to replace them and certainly not having done it, but with some new
Hangers on?
companions who
Clingers.
have
Shithead.
Yeah.
inserted
that's
themselves
here
into
now.
the situation. A weirder, more motley crew, but with work ahead of you.
Yeah.
And soon enough,
Hotter.
night comes, and as
Hotly
if from
nowhere.
nowhere, V appears again
Hotly
and informs you that it is time to go. And you set out to follow up on his hot tip, and
Yeah, it is.
I hate this.
and
Brace yourself for more.
I don't like him, but I have eyes.
what have I
Oh,
done?
spoiler for my vows.
Oh no.
And then you set out to intercept this supposed meeting with an agent of the Black Spider, which we will delve into next week.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Hey,
The next-
you don't like him yet, and you never will.
Oh, good.
Well, as long as I have that assurance.
I respect
Honestly,
the consistency.
You know what?
Yeah,
That makes me
honestly,
feel
yeah.
better.
Honestly.
Why have character development when you can just have a character? You know?
One-dimensional hottie.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
the next challenge that the DM gives us will be a modeling competition.
Do I know disguise?
Oh my
Do
god.
I have disguise?
Oh my god.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Pageant in town
Oh
for
my
me.
goodness.
Are you Vilvis?
The Black Spider is hosting a pageant.
Can't wait
Only
for the
winner.
America's Next Top Model makeover day. They give us all terrible haircuts for some reason.
Oh no, I have the high school girl like makeover with you where I'm like, wait, let me just. There you are. You're like, I wasn't wearing glasses.
All right.
Uh,
So, Jen.
Hmm. Oh yeah, no, I usually do this end part, don't I?
You do.
Yeah, you do.
Unless we have anything to say beforehand.
Support unions.
Yes, support
uh,
unions.
Support unions.
That's all I got.
Strong.
Mhm.
Do not promote things on a D&D stream you weren't supposed to.
Hey.
We'll cut it out for the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
Oh, boy.
Oh yeah, you do the editing.
Yup.
Whoop! Uh-oh, Stag's here.
Oh no! I can tell because their car looks like shit.
A 96 Corolla.
Oh shit, it is playing retro though. Now I'm scared.
Oh my
Lady,
god.
everybody else is wearing tan.
Oh god!
Yes, Stella,
Great,
yes,
great.
fire
Has
sheet
two
is
sets of
here.
brass knuckles on each.
Oh god!
This is going so quickly.
But really, we do love Fran Drescher and the
Yeah.
Union. Please do
Yeah.
support them all.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Thank you for your work.
So
Anyway, You can support us, however. We don't make money on this. We make no profit, and all of our proceeds from our Patreon currently go back into upgrading our equipment, of which we have little. If you have a chance, and if this brings you any joy, much like something like a Netflix subscription or a coffee, once a month does, maybe you could consider contributing $5 a month to our Patreon. That is the first tier. We release extra content. In fact, we have previously done things like level up videos, extra silly little videos, and now we will have a video of me and Eric rolling stats for our new characters. And so extra little bonus content like that, sometimes some early versions of the artwork that Rob makes for us, which perhaps you'll see some early versions of the new characters. Mine is a straight up bitch and I love her. You can
So's
also
mine.
yeah. And if you aren't able to contribute, there are a higher tier on Patreon, though we do really appreciate the people who do. Another amazing way to contribute is just to follow us and like us on in real life. On Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, the YouTube
And Twitch.
And if we're getting close to how many followers on Twitch and YouTube? I think.
Oh, we're so close on YouTube, it hurts.
Oh, don't say it like that.
Oh, but it hurts, Jen.
This is gonna be so bad. Whenever he does this now, I'm not gonna want to go into your box. 'Cause
Yeah.
of this.
Oh yeah, because he'll be being it up over there.
To escape.
It's close. We were at 94 on my last count. 94.
Yeah, we're very
Twitch,
close.
Twitch was a little less. We're
Okay.
still in the mid-high 80s on Twitch.
Okay, so we're trying to work to that 100 subscribers on each of those things. If you watch us and enjoy, and like I said, you can't support us on Patreon, a great way to support us is to like our stuff, to follow our stuff, to do all of that, and just tell your friends, especially your rich friends.
Yeah.
Talk us up to people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk
And
about how cool we all are.
yeah.
And pretty.
Yep, that's it. He got it.
Amazing.
Anyway, Tim. Oh yeah.
Links are.
Oh yeah, links are above
Bring it
Jamie.
over there.
He carries them around on his
Yay.
head.
It's true.
All-
They don't hurt at
session,
all.
Every week he carries
Very
it.
heavy. I don't know how he's doing it.
Yeah, the man with the hat. That's Jamie.
That's what they call me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Last thing before we wrap up for the night. Let's. Oh, I opened the wrong document. There we go. Thank yous. Thank you, as always, to Matthew Hernandez and Edgard Dios for making our tech functional.
Yeah.
And I want to assure everyone that when we have tech snafus like we did tonight,
It's nothing to do with them.
They're
they're perfect. Usually, it would be user error. Tonight, it was just
the internet.
It was Spectrum, that's what it was.
Spectrum.
Matt is out there just
You have
cutting
Spectrum?
cords behind
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah, I've been having internet issues with Spectrum also. I think it's just like their grid or what have you in LA. Anyway, also thank you to Dan Szolovits for making our battle maps on Incarnate Pro. Thank you to Rob Carlos for his wonderful art, our logo, the character art. We didn't get into any combat, so I didn't put up tokens tonight, but he did some super good art for these two characters on a very tight turnaround.
Yeah.
In about a day.
Thank you so much, Rob.
Yes.
He is a golden god. And lastly, as always, thank you very much to Sarah Pohl for set decoration and for moderation. All the people I just named, you are wonderful, and I love you deeply.
Wow, sincere. Okay. Funeral episode, sure.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You gotta show up.
We're feeling things tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Take us home.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next week. Have a great night.